Are you the one who is looking to get a PR in 2025? You're already in Canada. Then this video is specifically for you. So today we are gonna be explaining about a pathway which is Home Care Worker Immigration Pilot Program. Through this video, let's understand what is this, what is the eligibility, what all things you have to keep in mind, and what all types are there, so that in which type you will be qualified, you know that, so that when you approach any immigration firm, or even if you want to do the application by yourself, you have a hold on it. It is a lifetime opportunity to get the PR. Let's start from what is this Home Care Pilot Program. This is not something a new process. This has been there from years in the immigration pathway, where you fulfill the requirement of Canadian citizens or PR, and in returns, a particular applicant can able to get a work permit or a PR. In 2025, now the new update which came, it is way more lenient. But there are few things which you need to keep in mind. So before we go into the eligibility criteria, very important thing to understand that is, this time there are two different streams. One is for the workers in Canada. That means if you are an international student, you are on a spousal open work permit, you will be eligible to apply under this particular stream. The next stream is that applicant who are not working in Canada. You are the individual or you are a CAN family member who are watching us from outside Canada, not yet in Canada, don't have a studies or work experience inside Canada, still you can be eligible, but not at this point. The first stream, which is going to be open very soon, let's discuss about the eligibility criteria of that. The primary eligibility, you need to have at least high school education. After that, you can have at least 6 months or more than 6 months of education, which can be related to the sector like childcare, it can be elderly care, or it can be in hospital where you're taking care of the sick individual. The next eligibility criteria is that the applicant need to meet at least CLB 4, which is very easy. You can able to do your IELTS or CELPIP or PT. Any one of these are eligible. You need to get CLB 4 in that. And last and most important eligibility criteria is that you need to have a Canadian employer who's ready to offer you the full-time job either in a home care setting or in the institution where you are directly taking care of the kid, elderly patient, or the sick individual. Now, very important thing to understand, and a lot of questions comes as, okay, how to find an employer who are qualified? Will my employer will be qualified or not? Let's see that. First, you can look that from the private family hold. So if husband and wife is working and their income is more than 80 to 100K, definitely they can be one of your employer if they need a care with their child or their elderly parents. Second, you can take the job offer from a group home, you can take from a retirement home, you can go through long-term care center, even from hospital. If they are ready to support you, that can be your employer. And at last, the agencies can also be your employer. But kindly note, it need to be those agencies which are directly related to the health sector and giving the direct care to the needy individuals of Canadian citizen PR. Unfortunately, the recruitment company or the placement companies or the firms will not be eligible employer under this pilot program. Very important thing to keep in mind, that is, that job offer has to be no end date and it has to be for a full-time permanent job. If you are working somewhere for a part-time, casual, or on contract, you may face a refusal when you submit this application. One thing in a job offer which is still not clear is that what is the wage requirement? As of now, I believe that it can be the minimum wage, but more information about this particular stream yet to come. Now moving towards some of the most important points, which is the key secret to understand before you even go into and register with someone, or even if you want to do the application. First one, you don't need to have an LMI. So if you are already in Canada, you are on a study permit or work permit, or you are on spousal open work permit, you are eligible to apply under this without even getting a closed work permit or a LMI. You just need to have a qualified employer and you need to fulfill the eligibility requirement. Second, no experience is required. So till last year, 2024, there was a requirement that you need to have a certain experience of at least 6 to 12 months to get qualified into this. In 2025, there is no requirement that you need to have an experience. Third important point, your employer need to be outside Quebec. So if you are already residing in Quebec, or your family, relative, friends, or even your employer is within Quebec, unfortunately, you are not eligible for this pilot program. Fourth important point, You can even take a full-time job offer from a direct care agencies, but that particular firm cannot be a part of a placement or a recruitment firm because those offer letter will be null and void. The fifth point, this is very important and very relieving for those particular healthcare professionals who are out of status. So yes, this particular program is even taking the application from those applicants who are not having a status in Canada. They might be on visitor record or visitor visa. Still, you are eligible to apply under this particular program. There are certain spots which is for you guys. Sixth important point. This program is yet to release. So yet you have to wait to know that how to apply under this particular program, what are the particular eligibilities and what are the documentation you have to make. Yes, right now you should try to find an employer who can support you for this particular program. Seventh point, those applicants who are not in Canada, but they do have a employer or a family who can support them for this particular program, they have to wait when the next stream will be open, which we can come to know in next couple of months. Now, a direct message to all the CAN family member. You should try to put this application by yourself. I know there are a lot of immigration firms, a lot of videos, a lot of places where people will give you assurance that okay, they do have an employer, they can do an application for you, they will charge this much of money and many promises. But kindly note one thing. This is a pilot program which is going to be accepted very limited number of applications. So if you have particular employer you directly trust, you can directly deal with them, then only go with this particular program. Otherwise, if you pay someone and your application not submitted, you will never get the money back. So please be very careful with that. A humble request to every CAN family member that CAN Immigration is not doing this application. We will be doing the video to educate you that how to do the application by yourself. For the CAN team, the CAN family is everything. We really wanted to make you understand that what are the process, how you can able to make the documentation ready, how you can submit the application by yourself. Because now when you are dealing with your own application, I'm 100% sure you definitely try not to make a mistake and put that application as soon as the application portal will open. So in that way, you can assure that you can get your PR through this beautiful pathway if you are eligible under that. Subscribe our channel, like our video, and again, if you have any doubts, any queries, you can always comment below. For now, take care, find your employer, keep the documentation ready, get your IELTS done, and wait for 31st of March. We will be keep you posted. Take care, have a great day.